Hello everyone! Dr. Novocaine is in the house. The prescription for today is Rex Rocket. I haven't played this game, but I have seen it. To disregard that was just trying to see if I could get things to work. We are going to play, and we are going to play as best as I possibly can. The year is 28XX. We've stopped using numbers and started using letters in our years. Rex Rocket and his crew depart on a mission for the sake of science. Their mission? Transport bioengineered Terra Oozlings onto the desolate planet of New Detroit. Little do they know the dangers that await. Well, of course there are dangers that await. It's Detroit. Oh, we haven't even gotten to Detroit yet. Alright. So this is Rex. His full name is Rexford Rocket. There's also a female version called Rexana Rocket. But I'm going to play as the guy because that's just how I usually do things. Alright. And here's Ada. She's helpful. Come on, Rex. The scientists are finally done loading the Terra Oozlings. We'll be on our way to New Detroit in no time. Hard to believe it's been 10 years since you were the galaxy's greatest hero. This is an interesting conceit of the game, is that we are a famous and well-known personage for reasons which will become clear as we progress through the lore of the game. Not that there's anything wrong with being a scientist chauffeur, but being the poster boy for the military wasn't cutting it anymore. Yeah, I know you had your own cereal. Frosted Rocketos tasted like old asteroid cheese. Well, you're nice. Head out to the bridge and talk with Dr. Nice so we can twix this Milky Way. Licensed cereals usually aren't all that interesting. Alright, and we have Rexford Rocket Rexington. Oh, I guess that's his full name. The leader of a small mercenary group known as the ZZX-1. Rexford Rexington achieved intergalactic fame 10 years ago when he saved Earth from an Anklian attack. Known as the baddest dude within 12 parsecs of Earth, it's said that he boarded Emperor Gork's warship and took out the Anklian leader himself, bringing an end to the war. Today, Rexford serves the Council by providing transportation and security. Definitely a step down in terms of prestige level, but, you know, these things need to be done, and being a hero doesn't pay the bills forever. Hi, fish. So yeah, there's plenty of those info nodes. I don't know if I'll be getting them all. But I do have a map that shows locations of everything, so, yeah, I'll be giving it my concerted effort. And we have a map as well. This map does not show anything more than location, so it's a bit tricky to deal with. And so we got lots of guys around. Science proceeds more by what it has learned to ignore than what it takes into account. Interesting. I won't be reading absolutely everything these other little flavor texts, but stuff that's interesting. Oop. Captain Rex, the Terra Oozlings have been secured. We're all set to enter cryosleep. Thank you again for assisting us. I'm positive our work on New Detroit will yield excellent data. Captain Rex, shall I prepare the cryotubes for hypersleep? There's a lot of technobabble in this game. Right away. Captain, there seems to be a computing error when accessing the cryogenic controller, and I am unable to repair it remotely. I suggest you contact Dr. Brown and have him inquire what the problem is. Dr. Brown? He's currently being treated for a serious case of moon flu, or what was it, Neptunza? Perhaps plutonic plague? Yeah, puns as well. The point is, he's very ill and gassy. My guess is he ate too many space burgers for lunch. Anywho, you can find him up in the medical bay. I've added the location to your map and marked it in yellow. I'm supposed to have a shortcut to my map. I don't know why it is not working. 1 second. Okay, that's better. Apparently I did not have a shortcut to the map. Mr. Best Name Bot? My creator said I had the best name. Secretly, I'd prefer to be called anything else. I do not blame you one bit. That is not the best name. You go ahead and do that. As this game is very much plenty of references to find. Oh, now that one. You ever feel like the Terra Oozlings are watching you? Don't let their cute little faces fool you. That's disturbing, and perhaps something I should be on warning about. Being a council guard doesn't get you the ladies. Being intergalactic hero gets you the ladies. Ada will attest to that. Well, in this game, death is pretty cheap, so I wouldn't hold your breath. Still, I wonder if that disturbs anyone, the idea of having having action figures made of them. I don't know how I would take that. As a rusty old robot says, don't be afraid to squeak your mind. Delete yourself. Alright. Hey, I'm not ready to go up there yet. There's more stuff for me to do. And here's Crooks. Hi Rex, I'm the ship's quartermaster. Let's see what we have in stockpile today. Aha! We have 1 health expansion. This little green capsule will increase your overall life. Not that you need it. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. We have 1 high-yield energon. Should you die, this will be good for a charge at any Rebuildatron station. So yeah, those yellow capsules, extra lives. Extra lives, kind of not all that important in the most recent build of the game, which is the one I have. That will be discussed later. We do have low-yield energons, but we'll need about 100 of those to build up a full Rebuildatron charge. So yeah, we've got coins. Last but certainly not the least, I have in stock 1 info node. These babies contain useful nuggets of knowledge that I'm sure you'll find interesting. Of course, being Rex Rocket, he would know pretty much all of this, but we don't, so we need a way to get info dumped. And so we've got another line of life. We're going to need those because the life goes quickly. And here is the upper deck info node. The upper deck is available only to top crew members and contains several important rooms, including the medical bay, main bridge, hollow room, cryo room, tech room, and captain's quarters. Rex has met the Council's request of outfitting several rooms with Blaxo containment tanks for their Terra Oozling specimens, and that a gourmet space burger chef be hired for the mess hall. Yep. Will I know love? I don't know, Super Helper 64 Bot, will you? And we've got a keycard door here, which is just there for no particular reason other than to be annoying. Anyway, we can go down here and see Dr. Wily. What are you doing here? Do you feel a draft in this room? I see fans, so... And here's Servobot. He's French. I'm a highly sophisticated robot, Rex. I'm telling you that all this is not something that should be happening. That's yeah, very sophisticated, but not very specific. Hey, those are some Terra Oozlings. Doctor Who reference. I do not watch Doctor Who, so I only know that because of very little bit of basic knowledge. But leaning inept nanodroid automata, go 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 go. What? That's gotta be a reference I don't get. I'm the head scientist here. I know everything there is to know about Terra Oozlings. And yet you're not going to tell me any of it. Thank you. Your hair isn't shiny white at all. It is a dull gray. Dude, you have issues. Glad Lauren will be watching over us while we sleep. That... I don't know. I'd be kind of creeped out by that. And you can see there are some info nodes that I cannot get at the moment. Yeah, there's going to be mobility upgrades. Believe me. have a robot dog. He doesn't say anything, he's just a robot dog. Knucklespot. No, I'm not missing a K in my name. The creator said it was better this way. Well, go find the guy who needs the sonic screwdriver. I'm sure you can help him. Their ability to corrupt living creatures is quite dangerous. Corrupt living creatures. Remind me again why we're bringing these things to a place, instead of exterminating them right off the bat. We learned nothing from the X-Parasites. Samus Aran would be just absolutely appalled. Intercepting anomalies for maximum effective robot readiness on repairs. Program named I Am Error. Boo. Something's wrong with the elevator. We'll get down there eventually. Hey, mess hall. Space tacos would be nice for a change. What differentiates a space taco from a regular taco? That's my question. Space burgers are low carb. That means I can have 3. Burgers always seem to be fairly low carb to me too. It's the buns that aren't. You know, let's not ruin your meal. Ever had diarrhea in ZOG? It's not pretty. Oh, thanks for that mental image. I don't know what to make of you. Ah, Space Burgers in Paradise. This, well, I don't know if this would be quite paradise, but it's not that bad. And we got a health expansion. Doesn't seem to be anything up there, so we'll just head off. It looks like we've explored all of the down area that we can. Oh, monitor? Oh, here's Ada. Have you checked on the dock yet? He's up in the medical bay. Those monitors will show us our helpful little friend Ada. Guess she's not that little. And we have these guys. RGB clones. Together we are a coordinated tactical unit. As long as you don't speak in tandem. We are the RGB battle clones. You wouldn't believe the things we've seen. I think they provide some info about mechanics and stuff later on. Look, it's Captain Rex. You're looking for the medical bay, sir? Not this again. I'm sure the captain of the ship knows the medical bay is up and to the right. Well, maybe he forgot where it is or something. Yeah, I have a map. I'm just looking around. Council's Wisdom, number 245. Space was once seen as the final frontier, but for today's scientists, it is only the beginning. A good perspective to have. Yeah, some of those info nodes are more going to be those kinds of things. Science is something big in this game. You're hovering. I just look short to you. But dear oh me, I do hope that Dr. Brown will be okay. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. Beep boop, that's what robots say, right? You're the first one to say it to me. Here's Dr. Brown, an original ZZX-1 member, hired by Rex before the Anklian invasion to provide medical care for his team. Dr. Brown was already well known before joining the mercenary team as he is responsible for several medical breakthroughs, including a vaccine for the explosive diarrhea causing Milky Way virus. He now leads an entire medical staff as chief physician aboard the SS Montana. Captain, the thing you just walked past is a checkpoint. I mean, Rebuildatron. Yes, it's a checkpoint. I'm going to call them checkpoints for the most part because Rebuildatron is clunky off my tongue. Should anything happen to you, you'll be rebuilt at the last Rebuildatron you activated. See? The white number of your hollow HUD displays how many charges you have. You can build up charges by collecting yellow energons around the ship. So yeah, I've got 16 lives and 9 coins. This is my last mission before I retire. Nothing but Pluto Coladas and Moondolph from here on out. Oh no. You just said that, didn't you? Yeah. Whatever happens next is entirely your fault. Oh, she's so beautiful. I don't know that I want to know what you're thinking about. What is it this time, Captain? Great Scott, a mechanical failure is preventing Lauren from prepping the cryotubes. For some reason, the quantum compressors have been acting strange lately. Gah! Poor Dr. Brown. Neptuenza is causing his brain to shrink. He'll be like this for another day or two. Brain shrinkage sounds like a much more considerable malady than you're making it out to be. You have to speak with Lieutenant Tyler over in the tech room. He'll know what to do. Tyler's on the other side of the ship. Here, you'll need this orange key card. So now we've got it. The game Apocalypse is nigh. I don't know what you mean. Please ignore Professor Shell over there. He's been like that since takeoff. Star poisoning, a common yet fascinating illness that is still a mystery as to what causes it in humans. Star poisoning will make an infected host's eyes sparkle, tummy ache, and give them wild hallucinations of cute moon princesses. Yeah, that's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, which is kind of the best kind of game, really. Warning, 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 Rex! A Terra Oozling tank malfunctioned in the tank room. Oozlings are running rampant. Head to the tank room immediately. We just have everything to do. Like, can we not, do we not have someone who can take care of this kind of thing? Alright, last ready to set sail for the stars. No, not quite. I need a, Be sure to grab these goods before it's too late. Oh, yep, goods are all grabbed. I'm getting aggravated. Hi, Captain, did you hear? A tank broke and a bunch of slimes escaped. We sealed off the section. What? You're going in there anyway? Take my Up 7A laser. I'm named Laser Blaster. I named it Gunny. Hey, we finally got our gun. That was not what I meant to do. I didn't know you could shoot friendlies. It was just demonstration purposes. Yeah, you know what? I have to make him respawn. I must make him respawn. See? Everything's fine now. Also, that's a hint that enemies are going to respawn in this game. Oop. Anyway, the gun you fire is fairly powerful. Right now, all it can do is basic fire. Well, you can fire in 4 directions, all the cardinal directions. It's also got a bit of a hovering function. You keep firing down, you can keep yourself in the air a little bit longer. That's going to become necessary. So, learn how to do it. And, hey, I can get that info node by doing a boosted jump. ZZX-1, formed by Rex Rocket in 2809 as a mercenary group offering protective services, ZZX-1 became famous across the galaxy when their aid helped the UP-7A turn the tide against the invading Anklian forces. At one point boasting over a dozen highly trained members of varying skills, Rex's team is now much smaller and only serves as security for the Council of Science. So, we've got, we're well-known, we're famous, and we're capable. That's something good to know. I don't think that one can be reached yet. I'll have to come back down here later. Anyway, let's go ahead to that Terra Oozling tank now. This is taking me... The initial setup of this game takes a little bit of time. Alright, and here we are. So you can see there are little jumping slimes and slightly larger guys that leave trails of slime all over. Also, they can shoot shoot projectiles, so watch out for that. Oh, and they can also drop on top of your head. Big ones do a fair bit of damage, so you don't get a lot of hits with them. So watch yourself. Fortunately, they're not too strong. Alright. We've secured the tank room. Oh, you killed them all. A containment crew was on the way, but your way was definitely faster. You don't want to take risks with these things. And these switches will be important. Also, I have my shoot button and my interact button mapped to the same button, so be prepared to see me shooting a lot. Watch out, I set my laser from stun to kill. Well, you watch yourself. You're the one with the gun. Listening to these nerd brains blab all day about numbers and junk is more boring than it sounds. And it sounds pretty boring. Oh, hey. So, Science Council offers cool helmets and genetic augmentation. Interesting. Don't leave your cat at home. Bring them along. I'm sure you can always use the companionship. Rex, are things serious between you and that Ada girl? Because if not, sorry, I don't think, oh, you're talking about her. Crew Chief Mo. I once visited a planet called Kitten Prime in the Delta Quadrant. It was inhabited by hyper-intelligent cat people. Masbooz was their leader and presented me with a dead mouse, which is considered a great honor. I think that's another reference I don't get. Council's Wisdom, number 493. From space travel among the stars to the first diet pill that actually works, science is only limited by your imagination, so keep dreaming. Interesting philosophy, but I'll take it. And hey, we've got the cryotube room. Cyborgs do not sleep. Just present me with a TV and space post before you turn the lights out. Glad to hear it. Yes, I can get it! Remember, proper presentation is just as important as good data. Learn how to use bleach and toner products for a stunningly snow-white scientist here. Scientists are vain. There's bugs on my bolts! Good for you. I see that Lauren is the ghost of a failed cryogenic freeze. Her nightgown got caught in the door, and so the scientist uploaded her brain. That sounds just wrong. I hope that wasn't us. Oh, there's the info on Ada. Ada Lovelace. Ada was born in the war-torn planet of Garo, where she quickly climbed the ranks of the military. One day, a covert Anklian bomber left her clinging to life, forcing medics to heavily augment her with cybernetic implants to keep her alive. Having no desire to stay in her violent homeworld, she left to join ZZX-1, where she can still help others as Rex Rocket's right-hand cyborg and close friend. I hear you brought Bubbles the Superfish with you. Can I see him later? Bubbles the Superfish. If you're looking for the tech room, head back and take the ladders up. It'll be on your left. I'm not looking for the tech room, I'm looking for anything I can do. I cannot interact with destructible helper bots this way. That is unfortunate. Oh well. Let us head over to the tech room. And then Moonmaster fired off a charged blast right into the ground, propelling himself onto the ledge. Wow! There's Mad Merv. The universe is bigger than oneself. Thank you, Mad Merv. Any chance you need a cool sidekick? I'll wear a cape if I have to. No chance of that. And here's Infonona Helper Bots. 7th generation Anklian droids that the Council of Science has successfully reverse engineered and now produced in factories, including one within the SS Montana. Helper bots perform many functions, including but not limited to system maintenance, structure repair, medical assistance, and low-level defense. They also make great poker buddies and best friends, though they're terrible at keeping secrets. And I'll have to read that one later. Faculty Attendant Tyler, the cryogenic controller's on the frisk. Did you ask Lauren about it? Ah, well, give me a moment then. Would you look at that? Somehow the ship's cryogenic controller slipped into offline mode. Oh well, all fixed now. You can go across the hall and let Lauren know everything is good to go. But first... the Milky Way. This computer graphic displays the entire Milky Way galaxy, which spans several thousand light years across. Actually, I think it's 100,000 light years across. To conserve resources and prevent the crew from going insane, the SS Montana is equipped with more cryotubes than any other ship currently in service. Cool. And Crystal Brontobite Drive. These massive Crystal Brontobite drives weigh in an impressive 2 tons each. An inscription on the side reads, "To our hero Rex Rocket, we are forever in your debt." Now there's a ladder up there. Can I reach it? Whoa. Bubbles the Goldfish is my favorite carbon-based life form. Glad to hear it. I think I'll be able to reach that later. And we have a hypertube. The hypertubes aren't working right now, Captain. We should have them up and running soon. Those will take you to different areas of the ship. I only have one location now, so it doesn't really matter, but later on, I'll be using it to fast-track my way through. And so we have the Room of Lauren. Greetings, Dr. Thomas. I'm the Logic Analysis User Reactive Entity Network for SS Montana. Humans call me Lauren, as this is easier for their limited brains to compute. Oh, well, you're polite. Our specifications dictate that the blast cell cooling tanks must be set to 38 degrees exactly. All tanks have been adjusted to specification. Ah, greetings, Captain. What's that? Tyler's fixed the cryogenic controller. The cryotubes are now prepped. So we can head to the cryotube. Without science, we would still be on Earth twiddling our thumbs about how gravity works or why frozen burritos never heat properly. Scientists make a difference. Wow, the future is an amazing place. I can't get up there at the moment. I need something better to jump with. Alright. And then this way is this door. So now we've got everything all kind of squared away. I think it's time to go get some sleep. I believe I've gotten everything that I can, so... I've triple-checked our light jump list and all appears to be in perfect order. Ever since we picked up the Terra Oozlings, I've had a strange feeling like something's off. Is it just me? No, it's not just you. Whatever, maybe I'll feel better after a nice long cryosleep. And so, we're going to go to cryosleep. And that's all from me for now. Until next time, this is Doc. I'll see you later.